Hey everybody, what is going on? Serial Levajive here, and today I'm playing Apex Legends. First off, let's just not beat around the bush here. This gameplay isn't the best gameplay of mine, but my team got a very favorable outcome and I wanted to post it. That's why we're doing it in 3x right now. You're gonna see I die right here. Yep, died pretty fast. Did a little bit of damage to the other guy, I think, but not too much. And then my team manages to carry just for that beginning part of the game. After that, we don't really see anybody, so I'm just fast forwarding through all this footage because really not too much happens. It's my team versus two other teams. They take out the team that killed me. Then there's another team that's pretty split up. They get taken out, and then we go to a beacon. I get revived, and we sort of end the game. So I'm gonna show you guys that end of the game. That's gonna slow down, but I just wanted to fast forward through here because part of it is these videos. I don't know if they're really that good for YouTube. I'm not sure. That's one of the reasons I'm posting this. I'm really interested to see sort of what everybody thinks and just how they feel about this gameplay footage. I've done a lot of like how-to guides on Apex Legends, but I haven't done just normal gameplay. I'm not the best player. I'm not Shroud. I'm not Ninja. But I figured let's post this. Let's see if everybody enjoys it. Let's see if that commentary really adds to it. And if people enjoy it, we'll post more of it. I always play random, so I'm not going to be playing with these guys again. But a really good team. You can see they really took care of things, even those two people. Like huge. Like I did nothing on this team basically. Near the end, I did help a little bit, but up until then, there's not too much I was doing. You can see these guys are taking care of stuff. There might have been 3 teams here too. I'm not 100% sure just because of how fast that guy dropped. Anyways. If you guys like this, if you guys sort of like this content, let me know. I'm gonna see how many people view it, how many people like it, how many people dislike it, so I can judge based on that. But comments always help too. So let's. I mean, there's not really much to analyze here at first. It's a lot of just running around, a lot of me sitting there dead, and a lot of my team making just excellent decisions here, like covering themselves and doing everything. You're gonna notice in this game, I think I was playing as Mirage, and the reason for that is he just has so many cool lines. As a character, I'm going to make a how-to guide on how to use Mirage, but like as a character, he's just not... he doesn't have that many good powers. Like, I'd rather use Wraith than Mirage, but he's such a cool... Like, his lines are so cool, he looks so cool, so I always end up using him just because of that. I probably shouldn't. It's not good for my team. Anyways, as you can see, I finally dropped. I'm going to have to just grab a bunch of stuff and sort of run because we've got that circle closing in on me. I do manage to do okay, though. I get some decent gear, I get some decent stuff. I managed to loot someone else's box and basically just take over their whole character ensemble, and a few other characters too, as you can see. But this is just a lot of looting, a lot of really nothing happened. I'm gonna slow it down once we get to the fight, don't worry. Anyways, so yeah, I was really having a good time with this game. Like, my team's communicating with me, we're talking back and forth. You guys can't hear it. I might cut in or out just of this commentary just to see how it goes. That's the other thing. There's a few different ways I can go with these videos, right? I can commentate over them later like I'm doing now, where I'm just sort of analyzing them and talking about what happened, or I can just give you guys the in-the-moment commentary. I don't stream on Twitch or anything like that, but I do have a Twitch, so if you're interested in following, feel free to go down there and just give me a follow. As you can see here, we're jumping over here to get the high ground, get a few heals out. Oh, I'm playing Lifeline, I guess. I thought I was playing Mirage. I guess I'm not. I'm playing Lifeline. Lifeline's actually a character I'm better with. That guide that I made is 100% legit. I don't make these guides unless I really feel like I've got a good analysis of how to play the character. That's why I'm not rushing everything out. It's going to cost me views, but it's going to get you guys the best content, which is what I'm always aiming for. So here we go. We analyzed that scenario, that like area. We didn't see anybody, so we decided just to sort of push forward. At this point, you can see there is this tall ground up here, so we're sort of aware of that. But we're still looting. I'm still in my looting phase just because I got that late start. And then all of a sudden someone takes shots at us, right? So I've got the sniper, but I'm not going to do it from open cover. This was a little bit of a mistake. You can see my teammate pushed the door open as I was opening it, and I ended up on top of the door. That could have been bad, but it wasn't, luckily. Now these guys have us pinned down pretty well. The problem with this, and a lot of teams do this, right? They'll have the advantage of having like the higher ground, but they waste it because they open fire too early. It's not them versus one other squad. It's them versus a few different squads. They have the best position, so now they're getting pushed from 2 sides, and these people really just get wrecked because they decide to open up early. I've been in that scenario. I've done the same thing. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. The best one I've had is when you take that position, you can trick 2 teams into rushing, get them to kill each other, and then you're sort of good to go. As you can see, my team's doing decent here. I didn't really do much. I managed to come around, get help with the finishing of this team. It's always good to finish just to make sure that these guys can't get revived by a teammate. Here you'll see we managed to take this guy out, and now we can properly sort of equip ourselves. At least I can. My other teammates are actually pretty good off. I'm just running a little behind again, but I managed to get a good scope. Just everything I need to sort of make that finish, make that spectacular finish. And that's what you always want. You always want to have like a good finish. I love to have just so many shields and med kits. I like to keep a lot of the purple items till the very end because I never know what gun I'm going to pick up. But once I sort of know, like, you know, equipping time is over and we're in end game territory, I'm 100% on it. This was a completely random. I don't know what I was thinking. Like, I didn't realize they weren't on our team for a little bit, and then yeah, they made the mistake of coming through, and we managed to trap. We didn't manage to trap Lifeline with the Thermite, but that's a really good strategy once someone's down to just surround them with Thermite if you can't go in and take them out. And late game, I always recommend against sort of going for that takeout. It's tempting, but sometimes you end up doing that and costing yourself something. This is something too. Bangalore's ult is just so powerful right now. That thing goes off and you're just in trouble. And it doesn't matter. I think the ult actually does affect your team too. So if you drop Bangalore's ult on your team, that's it's not good. But sometimes you've got to do it anyways. So as you can see now, we're getting the ult, and I'm going in for the save here. The question is, can I get it? Can I get this guy in time? As Lifeline, I've got a way faster heal and revive rate, so I'm going to be the one going for those saves whenever possible. He saved me too, so I'm just returning the favor, right? As you can see, that worked out pretty good. And that's one of the things too. Like, I'm the weaker player on this team. I know it just because of my gun setup, and these guys are just better than me, to be honest. So as Lifeline, and just anytime I play on a team and realize I'm the weak link, my number one thing is make sure I can revive people. If you guys are new and you're thinking like, how can I play Apex Legends and help my team? Just keep reviving them. Get them to those like respawn points if they're down. Just make sure you keep your teammates in the game no matter what. And you're also, I didn't do it here, but you're also going to want to be that one to rush, because if you can rush, like, you sometimes draw out the enemy, you might die, but your team can come in and sort of finish the game. You can see I'm not doing that here. I'm playing like the collector role just because I don't have much. And now we're getting into the fight here. Now I'm going to rush. Now I'm going to sort of take my, yeah. I was trying to rush. They killed him before I could even get in there. But yeah, I was trying to take advantage of the situation, rush, draw them out a little bit, and play to my strengths, which is basically not being that good. I always love getting on a good team too. So if you guys do want to play Apex Legends, honestly, add me. Serial Overdrive on Origin, just add me on there. I'll play with you guys anytime. Well, anytime I'm online. Don't like hit me up at 2 a.m. and be like, Serial, you said anytime, and that was perfect for me. I'll be like, I'm sorry, but it's not perfect for me. Notice I'm good with the drone drop too. You've always got to be on top of that. That's super important as Lifeline. Super important if you're not the greatest player. Just drop your drone anytime. You're going to notice this guy does something that's really cool. If you're, and I didn't realize this at the time, but now I realize this. If you're getting into the late game, throw shields, throw med kits down, because you never know what your teammates are, where your teammates are. And like, if they're running low, having that supply back there in your sort of base of operations is awesome, just because you can run back and grab it real quick if you run out. Rather than searching through boxes or trying to find those things, just having them laying there on the ground is amazing. I've started doing that now. You'll notice, like, if I post more content, when I get to that final, like, we're about to win it phase, I will just be like dropping med kits and shields like no other. And I'll just tag him, like to the extent probably where my teammates are like, well, what the hell's Serial doing? But if we get down to sort of, last squads remaining and they're running low on health, they know where to go. So it's super helpful to do that. Now you can see sort of we hit the slow point. I debated speeding through this, but I wanted to just keep the commentary steady. So I figured I was going to leave it like this. We don't really know where the enemy team is. We're not 100% sure how many of them there are left. So it's sort of intense here, but we have an idea of, like, we didn't think they were on full. We didn't think it was a full team left. We thought they were missing at least one guy. But you guys are going to see if we were right or wrong about that. Again, we're going to try and keep the high ground, because it's good to have at least one person up on the high ground, so if they do get it and start sniping down on us, I can come around and kill them. And again, I'm the worst player, so they're like, my teammates were super nice. Nobody was like, Serial, you suck, just sit back here. But yeah, that was my thing. I'm like sitting back here just calling everything out. Like, this guy couldn't find the box, so I called it out for him, and he's like, okay, cool. Like, again, like, I'm playing that supporting role because I know these guys are better than me. And the action's about to start. Like, I'm just sort of scoping it out, trying to find them, taking the high ground, letting my teammates go down, and they're doing a little bit of the dirty work to try and draw them out. Maybe a better strategy would have been to have me do it, but we decided, just because of the guns that everybody had equipped and everything like that, just to send them forward, and I'd sit back on it. At this point, like, not much is going on. It's just super boring, but like, you're gonna see, like, all of a sudden it just gets interesting real fast. So now we're coming around. Luckily, we're all together, which is that's what you want. Like, late game, you want your team to be as close together as possible. It's because then when this happens, when you all of a sudden find them, it's just super easy for you guys all to rush in and get that kill. You're gonna notice, I think at this point we know they're up here. Yeah, we do, and we just decide to go in for it. I get hit, so I'm drawing out the fire, so that's always good because now my team knows where they're at. We're doing some good damage to these people. I got downed. That's okay, though, because we managed to get that guy down, which is important. I'll any day, if you can do 1-for-1, always do it, especially if their team's taking more damage than you. And here you go. Now these guys are sort of coming around. I'm down, but it doesn't matter because their teammate just got knocked out. It's a little tricky though when one of your like teammates is down and you're taking on the other team. You're like, all right, should I go for them? Shouldn't I? In this case, they went for me. I don't know if that was the right call to make or not, but it worked out because we managed to get that guy down. We got the team out, and now we've got the high point, which is sort of what we wanted, and it worked out perfectly. Like, the other team went to take the high point. We didn't have the advantage of being on the high ground, but we were able to get to the high ground super fast before they realized what was happening. And now you see, again, someone's taking shots at me. That's sort of what we wanted. Let me draw them out. I've got more healing, and I've got the healing abilities. We managed to go around and get the kill, and that was it. We were the champions. Thank you for watching, folks, and until next time, peace.